in the morning for you. A bit of classic AC/DC. Oh, yeah. And good morning, everybody. It is a beautiful day in the valley. I guess it is officially not morning anymore. It's almost 1 o'clock. But it doesn't matter. It's a beautiful morning for me because it is 140 days until I quit my stupid job. Oh, that has become my morning mantra. My wake-up call. My rebel yell. First thing in the AM. And today is 140, twice 70, 435s. I feel like I could do that standing on my head. Downshift time. Much better. Still got some snow on the mountains, yet it was practically hot doing all the burden chores and yard work that I was doing this morning at the house. It's getting to be that time again. Won't be long before the sun is like an unbearable laser blasting you from 93 million miles away. And all you want to do is hide in the shade every second that it's up, which in the summertime seems like it's about 23 hours a day. Well, that's alright. I'm looking forward to it because those hours will belong to me come this summer. It'll be just about officially 1 week into summertime on the day when I will have finally quit my stupid job and join the ranks of the free agents. It's been a long time coming, and I will be thankful for it on my knees when it happens. It's kind of funny, just yesterday, my boss man was talking to me about some plans for some things that were going to be happening at work for the 4th of July celebrations this year. And I was just had this shit-eating grin on my face internally, keeping the poker face on the outside, and just wanting to scream out to the ceiling, "I'm not gonna be here!" Though truthfully, if you wanted to hire me for any subsequent work, you would be able to pick me as a outside labor guy through the union hall after my departure. And hopefully I will be able to stay on good enough terms with all of them to keep that relationship going. I'm not leaving anybody on any bad terms anywhere. I'm not burning any bridges. I'm not going to be going on any rants, tirades as I walk out the door. I'm not going to pull like, although it was a classic move, that flight attendant to grabbed 2 bottles of beer, pulled the emergency slide, and said, "See ya!" That was his big quit move. Pretty extreme, and yes, criminal even, but didn't endanger anyone's health or welfare. Just kind of cost the company some money when we're on the plane. But in retrospect, still kind of humorous. I will not be doing any such things. I'll stay in good terms and good graces with everybody. I'm not bad-mouthing or disparaging anybody at all that I work with. They're all fine people. Can't say that about everybody that I've worked for in the company in previous incarnations. You know who you are. For all the folks that I work for now, they're perfectly fine folks. We wish them well and will be happy to help them out in any way that I can in the future. It's just that this job and I are no longer any kind of a good fit. So, parting ways on good terms, we shall do. Task for today is still going to be on the health insurance thing. I poked around a little bit more last night as I was doing the little edits and cleaning up last night's 141 post before I threw it up way late. It was around midnight or so that I finally got it uploaded. But yeah, poking around then even, it's just so damn confusing. All you can find is sales pitches and runarounds and PR companies and sales funnels, and it's impossible to find any real good information anywhere on this subject. Is there any such thing as a human consultant that I could just sit down with a meeting with and say, hey, this is what I want to do? What are my options? That's plain, simple terms, not hiding any crap. Just show me, what are my options? What can I do? What do I have available to me? I am perfectly willing to step up to the plate and do whatever's necessary, but I would like a little bit of honesty up front about it. And that is probably one of the things that I truly despise about the quote-unquote health care, health insurance, quote, industry, which is not an industry, I went through that last night, is that they are incredibly disingenuous. And they will all say, no, 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 of course we are not. We lay out all the facts right out in front of you. Everything's in black and white. We disclose everything ahead of time. Yes, and if this was your profession, or if you were schooled in it for years and years on end, you could probably understand all that fucking gibberish that they throw mountains of you at you in a very short amount of time. But I'm sorry, I'm a human who does not work in that universe. I don't know much about it. I don't care to know much about it. Frankly, it's something that I have no aspirations to be an expert on whatsoever. I want somebody who is an expert at it to be able to explain to me in clear English what is before me. And I don't want it to be somebody who has a particular sales pitch for a particular company that they are betrothed to, because then I'm just going to get nothing but snake oil, which is most of what I get from everywhere that I look. The deeper I go into this, the more and more frustrating it becomes. I so hope that our new administration genuinely does something about this and is not just a cuck shill for the lobbyists and special interests like every other administration has been, period. You are all guilty. Just be able to give it to us straight. That's all we want. Just give it to us straight. If I were president, lobbyists would be 100% freaking illegal. Banned, barred, no special access to lawmakers by anybody ever. Because it is all going to turn out bad. And it is not in the interests of the American people. Oh, good Lord, dude. You're a Californian? Come on. what's on my mind today. No, I have not found said family doctor yet. Unfortunately, the one that I thought was going to be available in the town that I live in, there is only one osteopath there. He pretty much only specializes in sports medicine, not on family practice. So, a little bit disappointing. There are about 60 of them in the city, which I'm assuming there are probably maybe 20 of those in the areas which I tend to be around most often. The older I get, the less I want to drive to crap. So that hunt continues. Truthfully, the only thing that I am really not worried about in this transition that I'm going to be making is money. I'm not concerned about it at all. Not that I have a whole ton of it put back. I'm not independently wealthy. I do not have any big inheritances coming. Hopefully some little ones. Hopefully, you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't have any gold mines to bank on in the future. Nothing. But I have not been involuntarily without a job for probably more than 2 weeks at a time since I was 15 years old, so I never have a problem finding work of some sort. It might not always be the greatest work, but it will always be enough to keep a roof over the head and put food on the table. And food is something, as I've stated previously, is not something that I really worry a whole lot about anyway, so because we have covered ourselves there as well. But everything else is kind of wild cardish, and especially this health insurance thing. It is one of the biggest tools that the machine, the man, has come up with to keep us in a state of serfdom, to keep us in slavery. There have always been mechanisms throughout history to separate the ruling class, the elites, the royalty, the bourgeoisie, from the rest of us. The rest of us consists of those of us who actually work and make the world go round, and then those that do not. I think y'all know what I mean there. To paraphrase George Carlin, there's the wealthy, there's the middle class, and then there's the poor. The wealthy does none of the work, collects most of the resources. The middle class does all the work, collects some of the resources, and produces all the resources. And the poor is there to scare the shit out of the middle class. How truthful it is. There have been various mechanisms that the select few have used to keep the rest of us in line. Whether it be that, just fear of poverty and hardship. For many thousands of years, it was religion in many various forms, which has been used as an extreme tool of control and oppression. And anybody who believes that your particular religion has been immune to that, you're freaking fooling yourselves, because they've all been used for it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Or see, other mechanisms, direct slavery, which is, although it is still practiced today, very much so. It's a difficult system to manage, hold on to, and it's also not very efficient, especially if you factor in any kind of human rights. It's incredibly inefficient. So that is no longer being used, but what is being used to control the proletariat, us, today? Economics, of course, is the overarching system, which is, in the broadest sense of the word, not meaning just money, but the flow and management of resources of every variety. So it encompasses the field of economics. If you've never read or listened to an audiobook, Freakonomics, I highly recommend it. It will give you all sorts of insights into things that you really didn't know were things. What it's all about, man. It's the system of control. Systems of control. It's the man keeping us down. Slavery was not abolished in the United States in the 1860s. It just changed forms. Now, I'm not trying to belittle anybody's historical connections to that horrible institution or anything at all. I don't get into any racial components or anything. I try and look at it all from an objective historical perspective. My own ancestry, which was starved out of its own country and came here in the mid-1800s, was also immediately conscripted into the Union Army. So they were, in a sense, they were enslaved themselves. At various points in this country, the Chinese, specifically the Asian de facto slaves, treated horribly. The Slavics, which came over in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, they were badly enslaved in factories and fields, treated like absolute crap. And the wonderful thing about a slave wage employee, not so much now that we have all sorts of laws and protections and things, but back in the day, if you had yourself a slave wage subsistence employee who was working for you and their arm got cut off in one of your machines, you didn't have to take care of them anymore. You just fired them. You're useless to me now. You're fired. So, in a certain sense, it was far worse. In some ways, I'm not going to get into any particular situations or anything, but there were aspects of things that were worse about being a low-wage employee worker at one time than there were actually being a owned slave. And then it's also situation to situation. I'm getting off on tangents here. Regardless, it's a beautiful day. everybody, get out there, look at your life, look at your family, look at your situation, see if maybe, possibly, you might be able to a link or two in your own chains, just as I'm trying to. One of these days, I'll get them a little bit lighter. They'll never be off completely, I understand that. But that was a scary looking truck. Ever see the movie Duel? Regardless, hope everybody is well. God bless. Triple G out. Peace.